There's a moment. Most men never catch it. It happens fast. It's quiet. There's no announcement, no obvious sign. But in that one moment, she decides, not consciously, not with logic, but somewhere deep in her gut, something shifts, and she thinks, him, I want him. And here's the thing nobody tells you. That moment doesn't happen because of what you said. It doesn't happen because of how you look. It doesn't happen because you were funny enough, or charming enough, or impressive enough. It happens because of how you made her feel, in one specific instant. And if you understand what creates that instant, you stop leaving attraction to luck. You stop wondering. You stop overthinking. You just know. So today I'm breaking down exactly what creates that moment and how to stop accidentally destroying it before it even happens. And I'll be honest with you right now. The last point on this list, that's the one most guys never figure out. And it's probably the reason you're watching this video. But before we get into it, if you want to become the kind of man who creates this feeling naturally, without trying, without performing, without changing who you are, hit subscribe right now. Because that's exactly what we build here. Every single video. Let's get into it. Number 1. She decides in the first 30 seconds. Not 30 minutes. Not after a long conversation. 30 seconds. Maybe less. And I know what you're thinking. That's not fair. You're right. It's not fair. But it's real. Because women don't decide based on information. They decide based on energy. And energy is immediate. The moment you walk into her space. The way you move. The way you hold yourself. The way your eyes land on her without rushing away. The way you don't seem nervous to be exactly where you are. That communicates something before you open your mouth. It says, I know who I am. I don't need your approval to feel good about being here. And that energy, she feels it instantly. Most guys walk in trying to figure out what to say. The man who creates that moment, he walks in already complete, already grounded, already enough. And she feels the difference immediately. Number 2, certainty is more attractive than perfection. Here's something that will change how you see everything. Women are not attracted to the most impressive man in the room. They're attracted to the most certain man in the room. The man who orders without overthinking. The man who has an opinion and holds it. The man who moves through a space like he belongs there. Not arrogantly, not loudly, just settled, like he's already made peace with who he is. That certainty is magnetic, because most people are drowning in uncertainty. They second guess everything. They edit themselves constantly. They perform. And when she meets a man who doesn't do that, who just is, without apology, without performance, without needing her reaction to feel validated, something clicks inside her. This is different. This feels different. And different is the beginning of attraction. Number 3, she's not attracted to effort. She's attracted to ease. This is the one most guys get completely backwards. You think the more effort you put in, the more attractive you become. So you plan harder. You text more carefully. You try to be more impressive. And what actually happens? She feels the effort. And effort feels like need. And need feels like pressure. And pressure kills attraction every single time. The man who creates that moment, he makes everything feel effortless. Not because he doesn't care, but because he's so comfortable in himself that nothing feels forced. His conversation flows. His humor comes naturally. His confidence doesn't need maintenance. Think about the last time someone was clearly trying too hard around you. Remember how that felt? Uncomfortable. Off. Like something was wrong. That's what she feels when you try too hard. Now think about someone who is just completely natural, easy to be around, like they had nothing to prove. Remember how that felt? Like a breath of fresh air. That's the energy that creates the moment, not effort, ease. Number 4, what you don't say matters more than what you do. Here's a truth most men never learn. Silence is attractive, real silence. The kind that comes from a man who is comfortable enough to not fill every gap with words. Most guys talk too much, not because they have a lot to say, but because silence scares them. Because they think if they stop talking, she'll lose interest. So they keep going. More words, more stories, more try and keep her engaged. And what actually happens? She gets exhausted because being with you starts to feel like work. The man who creates that moment, he talks when he has something real to say. And when he doesn't, he's comfortable. He holds eye contact. He smiles slightly. He lets the silence breathe. And that silence feels like confidence. It feels like power. It feels like mystery. And mystery is one of the most powerful things you can create. Because a woman who is curious about you is a woman who is thinking about you. And a woman who is thinking about you is already halfway there. Number 5, she decides when you stop caring and she decides. This is the one. This is what most men never figure out. And it sounds backwards. I know, but stay with me. The moment you need her to like you is the moment she starts liking you less. Not because she's cruel, not because she's playing games, but because neediness has an energy, and that energy communicates one thing. I don't fully believe in my own value, and a woman cannot be attracted to a man who doesn't believe in himself. She might like him, she might even care about him, but that deep pull that I want him feeling, it doesn't come from someone who needs her approval. It comes from someone who is completely okay, whether she approves or not. The man who creates that moment, he's genuinely interested in her. He's present. He's warm. But underneath all of that, there's a quiet knowing that he's enough, with or without her. And that energy, that unshakable sense of self, is the most attractive thing a man can have, because it's rare. Most men are quietly desperate, quietly hoping, quietly adjusting themselves to whatever they think she wants. And she feels all of it, even when you think you're hiding it. But the man who is genuinely okay, who has a life worth living, who doesn't need this interaction to go a certain way to feel good about himself, she feels that too, and it pulls her in every single time. Look, the moment she decides she wants you, it's not created by a line. It's not created by a strategy. It's not created by being perfect. It's created by presence, by certainty, by ease, by the quiet confidence of a man who knows who he is and doesn't need anyone else to confirm it. That's what you're building, not a performance, not a persona, a version of yourself that is so grounded, so complete, so real, that when she's around you, she feels something she can't explain, and she decides, without knowing why, without logic, without reason, just him. So, if this hit you today, drop in the comments which point landed hardest. I read every single one. And if you're serious about becoming that man, hit like, hit subscribe, because the next video, it's going to show you exactly how to build that presence from the ground up, step by step, no theory, no fluff, just what actually works. And once you have it, you'll stop wondering if she likes you, because you'll already know we're just getting started.